Hey, I'm EJ Vance. I am a Salesforce consultant. I own a consulting practice, and I'm also a registered Salesforce partner. And today I was going to try to implement some functionality using the flows and the new ability to trigger a flow when a record is changed. So my use case was when we have this external form using a form stack actually, where a user submits the data. Form stack creates a record in Salesforce, and then we want to take action based on some of the values that the user entered into the form, specifically sending out an email alert. So we have been doing this using process builders, and the process builders are getting pretty long and a bit hard to manage. And I thought, boy, it would be nice if I could instead have this as a flow so that all the logic could be a little bit easier to follow. So I started diving into setting up the flow and realized, wow, the flows don't really do much when you use the features to trigger the flow when a record is created or updated. So I just wanted to share what I learned. So let me share my screen. There we go. So here's a flow. So typically I'd been using the action to send off an email alert. So when I went in here and set it up to use the new or update a record and selected a contact, for example, then realized, wow, all this functionality just kind of goes away. So this has quite a bit of limitations. Basically, what it's used for is to quickly update a record in cases where maybe if you're writing Apex triggers, it would be like in the before insert or before update. So it happens early in the execution stack. So this gives you an opportunity to change values just on that record before it's inserted or updated. So because that's all it does, it doesn't really make sense to have many of these other elements in the mix. So you can't update any other records, so there's no update element. You can get data from other sources, and you can consider that when you update the record, but you don't, all you're basically doing is using the assignment, and you're telling it for this record that I'm acting on, I can set a value, and you can do decisions, and you can loop through things. That's basically it. So in the end, I had to just revert back to using process builders and just kept adding criteria to my list. It works. So I don't know, I'm kind of hoping someday it can be a little bit easier to manage, but yeah, that's all I have. So I don't know if you have cool ways that you're using flows. I'd love to hear about it. But that's all I had to share for now. All right, have fun.